Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today it is officially 2018, but we are going to rewind on the year 2017 and I'm going to share with you guys my favorite beauty products from the whole year. I'm kind of sad, wait, I'm going to move up a little, there we go. I'm kind of sad I'm a little behind on this video. It has been so crazy busy, starting up with work again and crazy busy just in life in general. So I wanted to go ahead and still get this up for you guys because it's such a fun video to do every single year at the end of the year. Because I'm always so interested in seeing what people have been loving, and I'm really excited to share with you guys a couple of my favorite products. So I'm going to go through everything from eye palettes to face products to foundations to blushes, brushes. That was really good. Bronzers, powders, primers, and everything in between. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and let's get started. I think what we're going to do is start off with primers and things like that. We'll kind of go through the face makeup and then we'll go to eye makeup and everything like that. So when it comes to primers, I have a couple that have been my favorite for this past year. These are the ones that have always been my go-to and everything like that. So I guess I'll start with this one since I grabbed it first. So this is a primer that I have been loving for the whole year. I honestly feel like I've used it more the end of the half of the year than the beginning, and this is the LC Pro Radiance Primer. I honestly didn't like this foundation when it first came out. I used it a couple times and I didn't like it, but I feel like as I combined it with other face products and things like that and other primers, moisturizers, things like that, and now I just love this primer so much. It holds your foundation in place. It was one of my top favorite primers this year. I really loved it, so I definitely wanted to include that in my favorites for this year. My other two that I have been loving, and I always combine these, especially in my winter makeup tutorials, and these are just primers that I always go to. First, I want to talk about this one. This is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. It is beautiful. It's luminous. It gives your skin that really nice dewy kind of luminous look. And I am like pretty much done with it. Thankfully, I have another backup and I'm going to probably open that very soon. But I love this foundation. I feel like Becca, when it comes to face products, when it comes to the highlights and the foundations and the primers, they always hit it out of the park. And that's what I love because the next two other things are by Becca when it comes to primers and things like that. So this one has been my favorite, but it's beautiful because as the day goes on, your skin kind of always acclimates to the foundation and it kind of mixes with everything like that. Mixed in with the oil and primers, powders, everything like that. So this one's beautiful because for me, whenever my face, when I first put it on, of course I powder it like crazy, but as the day goes on, I love the fact that the luminosity from this primer starts to come through a little, and I love that it keeps my makeup in place. The other primer that I love by Becca is the First Light Priming Filter. Now again, this is one that I use more so in the winter time, and I've been using a lot for the better half of the year, which it's a beautiful primer and I love it. And the thing that I think I love the most, not only because it's purple, and I love purple, but the thing that I love the most about it is the fact that this primer makes your face look fresh and refreshed, because the purple, when your skin feels really dull and dragged and everything like that, I love this primer. I feel like, again, it's perfect for the winter time. It's perfect for that little pick-me-up, especially when you have early morning things. Like when I have weddings early in the morning, I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. This is always the primer that I go for because it gives you that pick-me-up when you're feeling dull and tired, and I absolutely love this primer. The other one by Becca is their smoothing primer. They actually recently came out with this a couple months back. I want to say kind of more in the summer, fall time, and I really love this. This is their Velvet Blurring Primer. You have to shake it before you use it, and it does come with a pump. Another thing I love about all Becca products is that they come with a pump. This really finishes your face. I love it. It's so beautiful. It's so soft. It's different because a lot of smoothing primers are white and they're clear. This one has like a pinky, salmony kind of tone to it, which is very different than all the other smoothing primers that I have. It's a different consistency. A lot of blurring primers are kind of more of like on the thicker side, I feel. But this one is very light, very soft. I really love this primer as well. So that's it for the primers. We're now going into one thing that I have been loving, which is a setting spray. And I don't really, honestly, I only have 2 setting sprays. And the reason why I only have 2 setting sprays in my collection is just because ever since I taught myself to do makeup, I always, you know, kind of just taught myself that using powders and setting your makeup in a certain way and using the techniques, that will keep your makeup in place. So I never was really a fan of setting sprays, just because I feel like once you apply primers and powders and everything like that, if you spray kind of a wet product, I feel like it kind of, you know, blotches your face a little, and you know, I was never a fan of them. But the thing that I've absolutely loved about setting primers, and the thing that I love using them for, is more so spraying them on my foundation brush or beauty blender and then going in and blending out my foundation. So the setting primer that I love is the one by Cover FX. This spray comes out very nice and soft. You can't even see that on camera. It comes out very nice and soft. It's not overpowering. It's illuminating, which I love because I always love that nice dewy look. And it is perfect, and it's a great, perfect idea, I think, if you are someone who continually has the problem with your foundation melting or moving, or you know, you get a lot of creasing and things like that. I think that this is the perfect idea for someone to try, because if you have that kind of like backup of a setting spray when you're applying your foundation, I feel like then it will set your foundation even more. So that's what I've been using this for this whole year, and I honestly feel like I've seen a difference in my foundation, in my makeup, and the longevity of my face. And I now am a fan of setting sprays in that way. So I go ahead, I go on my foundation brush, I set it, I wet it, you know, I blend out my foundation, and it's just the way that I've been loving using these setting sprays. If you guys set your makeup with them after everything's all said and done, that's totally up to you. I personally don't like it that way. Everyone is different. Next, when it comes to powders, I have had the one powder this year that has been my go-to, and I bought it because it was a powder, a holy grail powder of everybody. Everyone was talking about it, and so I finally got on the bandwagon. I'm sure you guys know what I'm gonna say. This powder right here. This is the original RCMA No Color powder. I bought this a couple months back, and as you guys can see, I still have about a half, a little less than a half, and I really love this powder. It's really cool. It has no color, like I said, so it is a bit like a translucent powder, obviously. And the only thing that I hate about this is the fact that the packaging is absolutely terrible. I wish the packaging was different. I always hit the damn thing. The powder goes all over. It's just, it's a mess. It is a mess. I wish they had different packaging for it. But the thing that's amazing about it is that it is only $12. Compared to Laura Mercier translucent powder, which is about $36 for the can package right there. So I do love this powder, and like I said, I feel like it really does help with keeping your foundation in place, setting everything. It's been my go-to. I feel like it's great for the whole skin. It's great for under your eyes. That's a really great powder. Another one that I love this year was this one by Becca. This is the Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder in the shade Golden Hour. I love this for dusting all over my face. And I actually don't think I ever have, honestly, if you want me to be completely honest. I never set my under eyes with this. I don't know why, because I just feel like it's just a powder that's more so to go all over the face. It's very nice and light, and I just feel like it's just a really beautiful powder. It blends out into your face, like, you know, so beautifully, just effortlessly. But yeah, I really love this for the rest of my face. I feel like it just gives your face that really nice soft glow and very healthy glow, and I just really love this powder. Keeps my face makeup on all day. But like I said, I pretty much will go in with the No Color powder. I'll set the under eyes, I'll set the smile lines, I'll set a little bit in the center here because I do get a little bit like luminous and oily there. But then when it comes to the rest of my face, I will go in with a powder like this, dust it all over, and I'm good to go. The last powder I want to talk about is this one by Cover FX. This is the Perfect Setting Powder. I believe they came out with this year as well, and I went ahead and of course got it in the shade Translucent Light, and I love this powder. I do. I think a lot of people was really kind of commenting saying that this was better than Laura Mercier, this was better than the RCMA, and I don't know 100%. I don't know if I was a fan of it for my under eyes and my smile lines, because that's kind of the main focus for me, because everything really honestly creases with my smile lines, my under eyes. So again, I wasn't a total fan of it for my under eyes. I will say that I kind of had to try out more with the under eyes, but the reason why I'm putting it in this video is because, again, I do love it for my whole face, just like with that Becca powder. I love setting my whole face with it. I think it's a really nice light soft powder. It is definitely translucent. They do have another color, I believe, as well, a darker color, just like the Laura Mercier, so it's good for any skin tone, any skin type, and I really do love this powder. Like I said, it's my favorite more so for the whole face, and it was always my go-to for the whole face. Next, we'll also talk about this, I guess, as a powder, and I'll also bring up my favorite bronzer for this past year. So these are powders as well, and I don't want you to just get a little preview of my favorites here. Move them over. These are just, I gotta clean these. I gotta clean those brushes because they're dirty. Sorry. I cleaned my vanity. I cleaned my freaking vanity. 2018, I have cleaned everything. I have one little section right here on my drawer that I gotta clean. I'm so happy now to tackle the trial room for my clients, and I'll be good to go. 2018, you're looking good on me. This one has been another favorite powder of mine, but more so for bronzing and a little bit of highlighting, I guess I could say. This is the Hourglass. This is the Ambient Lighting Palette in Dim Light, Incandescent Light, and Radiant Light. This is one that just comes from Ultra Sephora. It's not personalized, it's not customized, anything like that. I love this. The thing that I really loved about this palette is, again, they're very nice, light, soft highlights. So if you're a kind of person who doesn't like the stark, crazy highlight like what I'm wearing today, these Hourglass powders will always be perfect for you because I feel like they're so nice and light and soft. And I always feel like whenever I wear these powders on my face, I always get compliments on my face makeup. And I feel like that's something that my mom has always said too. Every time she wears her Hourglass, it's just like your face looks so, your skin looks so nice because they just give you a really nice, like glowy, healthy look to your skin, and I love them. I've been using this one a lot this past year because I'm the kind of person where I like blushes, but I'm not a huge blush fan. Like, I have my core couple favorite blush colors that I'm sure you guys have seen me use in a million of my tutorials. And I'm just a person that, you know, I like a little color, but I don't like too much. Like today, my blush is very nice and soft, but it gives a little bit of color. For me, I've been using this this color a lot just because it gives that kind of bronzy look to the cheeks, but it also gives a bronzy look to your contour. It gives a little bit of highlight to the face. I love these two for a nice, soft kind of everyday highlight. This is just a really great palette, and I feel like it's just one that you can use forever. The bronzer that I think was the most used for me, and the one that was always my go-to, I always kind of switch out with my bronzers just so that I'm not using the same one over and over again. But these came out this year, and these were the Becca Sunlit bronzers in Bronzed Bondi. This is the one that I actually bronzed my face with today, and then I went in with a contour kit. I actually have this one for myself. The rest of them I have in my makeup kit for my clients. I use the other one, which is darker than this. Is it in, I want to say Ipanema Sun. I could be mistaken, but I love these bronzers. I feel like, of course, the color payoff is amazing because it's Becca, and I think they blend out so beautifully. They're great for contouring as well. And so this has just been my go-to bronzer this year for when I'm kind of in the shade that I am now. If I'm a little bit tanner, I go in with another bronzer like MAC Gimme Sun or something like that. But when I'm this skin tone, when I'm a bit more at the end of my tan, this is the bronzer that I always went to, that I always use. And again, it's just another favorite of mine, and I really love it. I guess I'll kind of go and show you guys my 3 favorite brushes that I really love this year. These are all 3 new brushes that I introduced into my everyday use, and I really do love them. They are dirty, so be warned. So this one is one of my favorites, and I actually saw today, I got an email for it from Sigma. This is one of the best of 2017. I definitely agree with. And this is their Curved Kabuki F38 brush. This is another brush that they came out with this year. They came out with about, I think it was about 4 or 6 or 8, something like that, new Kabuki brushes. And this one, as well as the next one I'm going to show you, these were brand new to their collection, and I love this brush. I always go back and forth between the Beauty Blender and the brush, but for me, for the majority of this year, I've been using the brush. And the thing that I love about it, as you can see, it is, I'm going to kind of put it, where should I put it? Over here. It is curved, so as you can see, it's perfect for getting right in, like, you know, this kind of area of your face where it kind of just fits right there. It's great for under the chin. It's great for going right under the eyes, and I just love this brush. I feel like it's so nice and soft. It's flexible. You're able to apply your makeup so effortlessly with this, and I really love this foundation brush. I feel like it just, like I said, the curve I think just makes it so much easier to apply your foundation, not only on your face, but on all the kind of curves and crevices that we all have. So I really do love this brush. I think it was definitely one of my favorites. This other one that I really love, this is the Sigma 4D HD Kabuki brush. And as you can see, it's kind of like a pyramid. It's kind of like a triangle. And the thing that I use this for is going right into that inner corner, right under my eyes, because we all kind of struggle with getting, because we all everybody that I've ever worked on, we all have those purpley bluey tones right in the inner corner of our eyes. So I always make sure that I get concealer right in that inner corner. But it's difficult when you use a bigger brush to be able to really kind of blend that concealer like you should, and then blend the concealer even more into my face makeup. And it's a really, really great idea. I think this is a brush that everybody needs, whether it's the Kabuki brush or they have the you know, they have brushes like this, which are like the precision brushes, the P collections, where you can just go right in that inner corner. And these, I just love. Sigma has such a huge range of brushes, and they're for everything you could ever imagine. Of course, as always, as you guys know, I am an affiliate with Sigma, so if you want to try any of their brushes, I'll leave my code down below. I believe it's just Ashley, and you can go ahead and check out any of their brushes. They are amazing. They will last you a lifetime, I promise. Another Sigma brush that I really loved this year was the Spotlight Duster, which is the F37. I use this when it comes to doing my blush, and the reason why I switched to this brush in particular was I was using my F10 blush brush. I was using a different brush. I was using and I felt like each brush was just not giving me that kind of effortless, nice, light blush application that I was looking for. I believe this is a part of their highlight and contour set because it is a spotlight brush, you know, for that big spotlight trend that everyone was doing. But I love it for blush, and I actually have this for my makeup kit for when I do blush on everybody else. Let's go next with blushes, and again, talking about blushes, I don't really have that many favorites in the sense that I'm not crazy with my blush. I don't have a really big blush horizon or blush collection, I should say. But these are the core 4 that I use like crazy this year. I actually have one more, but I thought I would just keep it to these guys. Again, speaking of Sigma, I love their Aura powders. This one is in Corderosa. This is the one that I'm wearing on my cheeks today. My other favorite is in the Saddle, which is a very nice neutral bronzy blush. Use it all the time in my tutorial, so that's why I decided not to really include it, because I know you guys have seen me use it a bazillion and one times. But I love these Aura powders. They're really nice. They have a pink one. They just have so many great powders. I love peachy tones. They're always my favorite. Speaking of peachy tones, this one is by Hourglass. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Dim Infusion. Again, I love the Hourglass products. This has like kind of like a peachy, soft, bronzy, and it gives you that nice light. You guys aren't gonna see it on camera, but it's just a really nice light color. One that was always my go-to as well was this one by MAC. This is Warm Soul. I just think that everyone needs this blush in their collection. It again has a bit of glow in it. It does have a little bit of shimmer, but I love that. I love that on my cheeks, and I love this kind of a color. I feel like these colors are really complementary on my skin tone as well as with my hair color and everything like that. I just love peaches. I love these kind of blushes, as you guys can see. And my last one, again, one that I've used so many times, this is Nars Madly. This is another great everyday neutral blush. If you just want to kind of, it goes every look. You can have a simple look, perfect. If you have a really smoky look, perfect. This is just a great blush, and I love it. I have so many amazing blush colors, but these 4 are always my go-to. Blushes are expensive, but again, a little goes a long way, so you'll have them for the rest of your life. Let's go to highlighters! Now I have a couple more highlighters, but again, I kind of kept it down to new ones because, of course, Champagne Pop, every year, always one of my favorites, use it every day of my life. Opal, another one, always one of my favorites. So I kind of kept it more to the core ones that I bought this year and kind of were new to my collection. So Laura Geller Gilded Honey. I've had this for a while, but I have used it like crazy this year. But I did add this Laura Geller one to my collection in the shade Peach Glow. I actually got kind of like a Laura Geller value set on QVC, and I kept Peach Glow for myself. Again, the other ones I have in my makeup kit, but I love Gilded Honey so much, and I use it so much because my favorite color with highlighters is always gold. I love golds. I love champagnes. They're always the colors that I go to when it comes to highlighters. So when I saw Peach Glow, I just thought that it would be just a perfect addition to my highlight collection. It's really beautiful. It's really nice. Again, it's really nice and soft. Gives you that really nice soft glow, but at the same time, it does have that highlight presence, if you guys know what I'm talking about. They had a couple more ones. They have a white highlighter. They had I want to say Ballerina. Ballerina is the other color. I have those in my makeup kit and I use them all the time on clients. The thing that's cool about those too, not only can you wear them for highlighters, you can put them as a lid shade for a bride or anything like that. So they're very, very versatile. Another one of my favorites is this one by Artist Couture in the shade Illuminati. This is actually the highlighter that I'm wearing today. I went a little softer with it because these glow powders by Artist Couture, you can really go intense and you can really, really glow with them. So I really just wanted to go really soft with them. I love Illuminati. My other favorite is Cocoa Bling. They're really great powders. Again, a little goes a very, very long way. I was obsessed with this highlighter all freaking year, not even kidding. This is the Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive. Again, as you can see, it is a golden color, which like I said, these are my favorite. And I use this like crazy this year. I always had it on my vanity here and I used it like crazy. I finally had to put it away and I'm like, okay, you've used that enough. Simmer down. And the other highlighter that I loved was this one by Becca. This is their Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Gradient Glow. It's a really beautiful bronzy kind of looking highlight, but it has different levels and levels. Is that the right word? Different colors. You guys know what I mean. So you can mix them all together to get the perfect glow, as you guys can see. Again, it's really nice, really soft, really beautiful. Or what I love to do is if you don't want to mix them all together, I just kind of go in through these two and that gives you another beautiful glow, a different color. This is such a cool product because I feel like not only is this perfect for highlight, it's just perfect to kind of just dust on the cheeks, and I've really been loving this one this year. Let's, I guess, now go to foundations because I guess I'm kind of going all over the place. I didn't really go in order like I probably should have. I continue to use foundations, the same ones that I've been using for years and years and years, but these ones have kind of been the standout ones for me this year. These are the ones that I feel like are always my go-to. First and foremost, the Kylie Cosmetics Micro Soak Foundation. I love this foundation, and I actually was on the website a couple weeks ago, and it's so sad that people, you know, whether you like this foundation or not, the fact that people were giving it so many negative reviews just because it's never in stock was really upsetting because I love this foundation. I think it is beautiful on the face. I think that it comes in such a great range of colors, but thankfully I think they just restocked it. So if you guys did not get a chance to check this foundation out and get it, I definitely recommend it because I've been loving this foundation for a really long time, but I wanted to incorporate it because, like I said, I knew that they've restocked it recently. I think it was like Christmas or Christmas Eve, but it's such a great foundation and I think that everyone should definitely have this in their collection. I have like up to here, I think, in this foundation, so I don't want to use it too much just to make sure that I can buy myself another one. I'll get this one out of the way too. This one's always been one of my favorites. I love the Too Faced Born This Way. This is another one that I know I can count on and my face isn't going to move. This is not going to do anything. Now the two that are brand new to me this year, this one is the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Long Wear Liquid Foundation. Now this is a matte finish, and like I said, I'm more of a dewy person, but I definitely wanted to get this and try this out. This foundation has really, really amazing coverage. I think that it really does stay in place all day, and the thing that I love the most is I feel like it just gives you that filter to your skin. So if you're a kind of person who might have some acne or scarring like I do, I feel like this covers it really good, but it gives you that filter that like nothing's wrong, nothing's good, everything's good. So I just love this foundation. It's been a really, really great one to me this year. And then the last one that has been a new addition to my collection, and by far the #1 used foundation for me this year. It is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. Now, I did not even know this foundation existed, and I saw it on the Becca website, or I saw it on something. I saw it, actually no, I take that all back. I saw that Chrissy Teigen, when they came out with the Chrissy Teigen highlighter palette, I saw that she said that this was her favorite, and I'm like, why did I not know that this foundation existed? So I went ahead and I actually wanted to try it for myself. I was lucky enough that Becca actually sent me the whole foundation collection, which was pretty cool. And I kept a couple for myself. This has been the foundation that I wear every single day I go out the door, every single day I have a wedding, because I know that this foundation will last all day long. The coverage is amazing. The one thing that people have commented to me with the videos, and every time I use it, everyone's like, I feel like it was too much. Literally, you only need one pump of this foundation, and then just go ahead and blend it out, whether you're using your beauty blender or you dampen your brush and then go in. All you literally need is one pump and it will cover your whole face. Don't do more than one pump because it will be way too much. And I just love this foundation. I actually went through Olive. Like, I need another Olive. I love this stuff, and this has been my #1 most used foundation for this year. All right, I guess I'll go through lashes, and then I'll go over the eyeshadow palettes and palettes that I was loving this year. Then I think we're done. I'm kind of trying to go as fast as I can because I know these videos can get extremely, extremely long, and I don't want it to be long. I don't. I'm sure you don't either. So I think my obsession this year was with Lily lashes. I have a bunch in my collection, and the favorites of mine have been the most popular ones. These ones were brand new to my collection this year. These are in the shade Caramel, and I love these lashes so much. The problem that I have with them now, they're beautiful. They're really nice and wispy, and they're gorgeous. But the problem is, when I was having my hoarding issue on my vanity before I cleaned it, I was going through, and I found one of them, but the other one is like completely flat. So I am trying to recover that lash, and that's my own fault because I'm the person that takes off my lashes at the end of the day. I put them on my vanity, and I pray to God later on. I've lost so many lashes that way. 2018, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to do it. Another one of my favorites is Opulence, which I actually just thought of, but yeah, but they're my favorite. They're my favorite. These are in Doha, which I use like crazy this year. I use them a lot this holiday season, and I just love Lily lashes. I think that they're so durable. They're so nice. There's a lot of them that, of course, are more on the thicker side, like these pair. These are in the style Mykonos, but I've worn these so many times. Like I said, they're more dramatic. They're thicker. They have a lot more, you know, density to them, but they make a statement, and I love these lashes. I have so many as a backup because they're one of my favorites. Another one has been my holy grail, House of Lashes Boudoir, which I'm wearing today. And then I think the last pair that has always been a go-to of mine this year has been the Rtl Whispies. I love them. I love them on my brides. I love them on my clients, and I love them on myself because they're so nice. They're lightweight, and I feel like Whispies go with every single look. Okay, so now for palettes, these are all eyeshadow palettes that I used a lot this year and were one of my favorites. So I definitely want to give it up, of course, for the Morphe palettes. Talking about the 35O palette, the 35OM, the 35OS. I got them this year. They're amazing, amazing, amazing. I love warm looks. I actually used the Huda Beauty palette today, but again, these are kind of colors that you could find in these palettes. I love warm looks. They're always my go-to, and I feel like that's all that I've been wearing recently is warm eye looks, but I can't help it. I love them. I love them. You can't go wrong with Morphe. You can't go wrong with their collections, their colors, everything. The #1 palette for me that came out that it's just my go-to. It's always my go-to. Always got to give it up for the Jack on Hale palette by Morphe. This is a palette that is so versatile. It's amazing. I have one for my makeup kit. It's just such a great palette. They have everyday colors, they have dramatic colors, they have colors, and you can literally create so many looks with this. I love this palette. My camera died, so I think I moved a little, but anyway, I love it. It's great for bridal looks, it's great for smoky looks, it's great for everyday. I feel like I always can continue to go to this palette. Another one of my favorites was the Anasazi Modern Renaissance palette. Again, another one that I feel like I can create so many looks with. I love it. It has every kind of shade you would want, every kind of transition shade, beautiful shimmer looks. It's just a really, really great palette, and I really loved that one. The one that was, I think, by far one of my favorites was this one, and it was brand new to my collection again. This is the Persona Cosmetics Identity palette, and I have it in my own personal collection, obviously, but I do have this one in my makeup kit. And for all you MUAs out there, I really, really recommend having this in your kit because it is the perfect palette for brides. It's the perfect palette for bridesmaids. They give you so many ideas of what you can do, and the thing that I love is that the shimmer shades, they're not too shimmery. They're perfect for wedding. They're perfect for every day. The next one I want to talk about is this one. This is by Colourpop, and this is their I Love Sarahi. So I say that wrong every single time. By Colourpop. This is the Shiki Palette, and I use this one a lot. It's just a great everyday because you have these 4 shadows that are perfect for every day. You can do a little bit more smoky, you can do a little bit more every day, and I really Chanel. I love this lid shade. It's so beautiful. It was honestly the main reason why I bought this palette. Absolutely love it. So those are kind of the main palettes that I used so much this year. I love them. I love them. Okay, so I think now that only leaves for lip products. And so I feel like this year I really wasn't a person to wear too much lipstick. I feel like I was just very much like putting on lip liner, a little bit of lip gloss, and I was out the door. So the majority, actually all of these, are lip gloss. So I really want to share with you guys my favorites for this year with lip gloss. This one, so beautiful. This is in the shade Slip. This is the Lip Vex by Sigma. I love these ones because they're so incredibly pigmented. It's really such a beautiful shade. These are all, of course, going to be nude lipstick glosses, but I love this one because, like I said, it's so pigmented. And this was one of my favorites just because, like I said, since it's so pigmented, it literally looks like you don't even need a lipstick with it. You know what I mean? It's so pigmented, it's so glossy. This one was a great one as well in Bite Beauty in the shade Honey. This is a great one just when, even if you don't want to do a lip liner, I feel like it just gives that, your lips kind of that nice, like natural glossy look to them. Really, really love this one. That's in the shade Honey. This one is a Sigma one as well. Not Sigma, Becca, in the shade Champagne Dream and Bellini. This was one that I used a lot as well. It's a beautiful lip gloss for all over, and it's another one that you can kind of just, it has shimmers in it and sparkles, so you can kind of put it right in the center of your lip. Another one, absolutely loved it. This one has been always my go-to when it comes to myself, when it comes to my brides and clients. This is the Colourpop lip gloss in the shade Fairy Floss. Gorgeous, and they're so inexpensive. It's $6 for a lip gloss. Again, always, always, always my go-to. And then the last lip gloss that I used a lot as well, this one is by Kylie Cosmetics in the shade So Cute. Now, I don't have many things from Kylie. This is honestly like the only really, I bought a lip kit, but I really didn't like it. So this is the only product that I have bought and tried from the collection. And this is the one that I love the most. So I should probably, you know, branch out a little bit more with that. But yeah, I really do love this lip gloss. I think it's perfect. It's really nice and you get a lot of gloss and it stays on all day. And I really do love this one in the shade So Cute. It's a perfect, perfect nude gloss, I think. Alright guys, so I think that that is it for my favorites for 2017. I mean, I feel like I could just literally pull out everything from my collection and make that my favorite, but these are kind of the core ones for me that were always my go-to, were always the things that I was using the most this year and that I really, really loved. So I hope you guys enjoy them as well. I think that it was a good amount. I now have to clean up my vanity again. So I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, I would love to know what your favorites were for this past year. So let me know in the comments down below what you were loving this year because, of course, I'm always interested in knowing. And yeah, I hope you guys had a really great holiday season. I hope you guys had an okay or great 2017. I can't complain about my year. Mine was pretty great. I hope you all have a great 2018. So far, 2018 has been a little rocky for me, but I pray to God it gets better. I hope you guys enjoy as always. Like if you like this video and subscribe if you want to see more videos about me and of me, and you're welcome. All right, now I'm just rambling. I'm starving, I'm hungry, and I need water. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.